Yeah, sometimes the equation might not come in the form of y is equals to mx plus c, but it might come in what you call the double intercept form. The double intercept form. There's another thing that maybe I forgot. I saw in the questions that Najma was sending. Everything was about slope. They were saying the slope. The slope. Slope simply means gradient. There is no difference between a slope and gradient. Right together? When you are going to be told to look for the slope of the line, the gradient of the line is the same thing. Slope and the gradient of the line is the same thing. Now, sometimes I have shown you yesterday how to get the intercept from the equation in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. But also, it might come also in what you call the double intercept form of the equation of a line. Now I want us to consider this one. I want us to consider maybe this line, and this line passes through the point. Maybe consider a line that is passing through the point. We can say point maybe P, which is 0, 3, and also point Q, and Q, which is 5, 0. So this is a straight line that passes through this point. That is point P03 and point Q50. Now we want to write the equation not in the form of y is equals to mx plus c, but we are writing the equation in the double intercept form. In the double intercept form. So let's get the equation of a line, right? First of all, we get the gradient. Gradient is equals to
y.
Let's
change in y.
Yeah, change in y all over change in x. So change in y all over change in x. So our gradient will be 0 minus 3 over 5 minus 0, which will be minus 3 all over 5. That will be our gradient, right? Yeah. Now let's get the equation. Let's get the equation of the line. So I can say, I can take any point, right? X and y, and then I take maybe a point like, I can take maybe 0, 3. So I'll take 0, 3. So I'll say equals to the gradient, right? So change in y, that will be y minus 3 over x minus 0 is equals to minus 3 all over 5, right? After that one, we do have to open the bracket. We do have to open the bracket, and Nastia, come and open. Oh. So we come and open the cross multiplication, okay? Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry.
It's okay. So we cross the.
How are you guys?
We cross the cross multiplication algebra, right? So that we can have 5 into bracket y minus 3 equals to is a negative 3, right? So a negative 3 into bracket x minus 0. But maybe something else I want to share with you. You don't even need to put this 0 here. Are we together? We can just say y minus 3 over x is equals to minus 3 over 5. It's the same thing, right? Because 0 doesn't have any effect, right? Yeah. But let's.
Times it.
Yeah, it's going to be 0. Yeah, it's going to be 0, so it won't have any effect, right? So I'll say 5y minus 15 equals to minus 3x. There's no need for me to bring the 0, right? It doesn't have any effect. That is minus 3 times 0 is always minus 3. So my equation is 5y minus 15 is equals to minus 3x. Are we together? 5y minus 15 is equals to minus 3x. Now I want to take this 3x to the other side. 15 I brought it to the other side, okay? So what I will do is I'll have this one. Maybe I'll put it here. Now whatever we had was 5y minus 15 equals to minus 3x, right? So I need to take 3x to the other side, right? So 5y plus 3x is equals to 15, right? I hope you are together. Yeah, so from there 5y plus 3x is equals to 15, right? Now I need to remove this 15, okay? So I'll say divide by 15, divide by 15, divide by 15, okay? So I will have y over 5, right? And 3, sorry. Y over 3.
Yeah,
right? Plus x over 5 equals to 1, right? Equals to 1. Now in this one, I'm sure you are having the right thing. X over 5 plus y over 3, yeah, it's okay. Now in this case now, this is what you call the double intercept form of an equation. Are we together? So, when you want to note the x-intercept and the y-intercept, do you remember? The other initially equation of y is equals to mx plus c, I show you how to get x-intercept, right? By equating it for 0, right? And maybe when you are having a y-intercept, you need y-intercept, you get x to 0, right? Now for this one, 3 will represent the y-intercept, right, together? And 5 will represent the x-intercept. So our y-intercept is 3, our x-intercept is 5, right, together? Our x-intercept is 5, our y-intercept is 3. Now, if we need to sketch this graph, it's very simple. I'll have the graph, the Cartesian plane, and then I'll spot on my Cartesian plane x where it is 5 and y where it is 3, right, together? And then I plot the graph. And now this is my graph of y over 3 plus x over 5 equals to 1. This is what you call the x-intercept form, the y-intercept form. No, Stucky. Finished? It's finished. You don't sit like that, I don't want that. We continue with this question. The divisibility test of 3. We continue, Najib. I hope it has been understood. Right? Okay. Now, I want to give a general formula. Assume you have an equation like x over a plus y over b equals to maybe 1, right? If you have an equation like x over a plus y over b is equals to 1, then a represents the x-intercept, a is the x-intercept, and b is the y-intercept. B is the y-intercept. Okay? B is the y-intercept, x is the divisibility test of 3. Test with 2. Divisibility test of 2. That's what I want you to remember. And remember that the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 are divisible by 2. If the last digit is not this one, they are not divisible by 2. Okay? So I'll check the divisibility of 2 before we start 3. Yeah. Take it, mister. We continue. Najib. Let's now see this question you have been given based on the concept, okay, of this one. That is still on the issues of the double intercept. You are being told, it's not down, if you want. Find the double intercept. Find the double intercept. Find the double intercept form of a straight line passing through the points A, which is 4, 0, and B, which is 0, 6, and then you are being told name x-intercept. Isra finished? X-intercept and Isra finished? Yeah. Okay, I'm coming. X-intercept and y-intercept, all of them. Yeah. Up to.
I don't know this.
It's the same. Find the double intercept form of a straight line passing through the point A 40 and B 06. Name x-intercept and y-intercept. Najib, we can do this one, right? Let's do it together. Number one is the normal way. Get the gradient of a line. Gradient is equals to change in y over change in. But remember, this is a point where we have been given 2 points without a gradient, so we can get the gradients, right? By saying 0 minus 6 over 4 minus 0. So that will be minus 6 over 4, right? So minus 6 divided by 4 will be minus 3 over 2. Now that will be our gradient, right? Minus 3 over 2 will be our gradient. Now let's take any general point, right? I said it might be xy. That's what I usually like to use, xy. And then I take any point from the 2 one, right? I might take 6, 0, right? Yeah, I might take 6, 0, so I'll take 6, 0. Or maybe even I can take 4, 0. Let me take 4, 0. Okay, now I'll say y minus 0 over x minus 4 equals to minus 3 all over 2. Are we together? And then cross multiplying, I'll have what?
2 into bracket.
Cross multiply this, I'll have 2 into bracket y minus 0 equals to minus 3 into bracket x minus 4, right? 2y minus 0 equals to minus 3x plus solve, right? Are you there? Yeah. So I need to take 2x to the other side. So I'll have 2y plus 3x equals to 12, right? 2y plus 3x is equals to 12. Or even I can rewrite it and say maybe 3x plus 2y. 3x plus 2y equals to 12, right? I need to remove the, which number are we removing if you want the double intercept form? 12, right? So divide by 12, divide by 12, divide by 12. So that I can have what? My answer here, I'll have 3 divided by 12, that's x over 4, plus 2 divided by 12, that will be y over 6, equals to 1. Get the y-intercept and the x-intercept.
X-intercept is 4.
X-intercept is 4, good. Y-intercept is 6. X-intercept is 4, Y-intercept is 6. I hope it has been understood. Has it been understood? Okay. The next thing we are coming to is gradient of a parallel line. The gradient of a parallel line. The gradients of a parallel line. Now, still problem? So gradient of a parallel line. The gradient of a parallel line is what? The question says what? The area of a school compound is 5.5%. Of this land, 2,400 is used for building, 12,600 is used as playground, the remaining land is left for future development. Now, what is the area in hectares used for building and playing ground? For this land is used for building and playing ground. 12,000 for this one. Whatever you get, you get 10,000. What area in meters left for the future development? Change this one to hectares. 5.5 times 10,000. You mean in meters squared. 5.5 times 10,000. Whatever you get, subtract this one plus this one. Get your answer. Write the answer in B in hectares. This one. So you need again 2 divided by 10,000. Okay. Relaxing. We continue. The gradient of a parallel line. Now assume Najib, we have a Cartesian plane like this one. This is our Cartesian plane. And we have maybe 2 lines, okay? This is the first line and this is the second line, okay? Let's say this is M1, line M1, and this one is line M2. Are these 2 lines parallel or not parallel? Parallel line, right? So simply, it's very simple. A parallel line do have equal gradient. Parallel line has equal gradient. Simply what I mean is line M1's gradient equals to line M2 gradient. Are you together? So if the gradient of this line M1 was maybe 6, the gradient of line M2 will be 6. It's a simple thing. Are you together? It's a simple thing. But let's do a question we see if you can understand. So remember, parallel lines do have same gradient. Parallel lines do have same gradient. Okay, we are being told the equation of a straight line is, we are being told the equation of a straight line equation of a straight line is 2y minus 3x equals to 8. 2y minus 3x equals to 8. Find the gradient of this line. Number A, we are being told find the gradient of this line. Find the gradient of this line. Find the gradient of this line. Number B, another line AB. Another line AB passes through another line AB passes through point A. Another line AB passes through point A 1 5 and is parallel to the line in A, is parallel to the line in A above, is parallel to the line in A above. Find the equation of line AB in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Find the equation of line AB in the form y equals to mx plus c. Now, the equation of this straight line is 2y minus 3x equals to 8. Question A, we are being told find the gradient of this line. Question B, another line AB passes through the point A 1 5 and is parallel to line in A above. So this line AB is parallel to one above here, and we are being told we find the equation of the line AB in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to mx plus c. I hope you have understood the question. Now is even past getting the gradient of a parallel line. We need to get the gradient of the parallel line, and then we can get also the equation of a parallel line. Are you together? Now we need to write our equation in the form of, I can wrap the question, right? Yeah. Yeah, so first of all, we need to get our equation in the form of y is equals to mx plus c to get its gradient, because as it is looking right now here, it is not in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So we need to change it into y is equals to mx plus c form, so that we can get the gradient very fast by just reading m. Okay. Now we have our equation as 2y minus 3x equals to 8. Are you together? So number one, we need to divide by 2 to remain with y, right? So I'll say divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, okay? Or simply then, what I will do, not to confuse you, I will have 2y, 3x I will take to the other side, okay? So 3x is a negative, it goes to the other side, it becomes what? A positive. So I will have 3x plus 8, right? And then I will divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So that I can have y equals to 3 over 2x plus 4, right? That's my equation in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Now which is the m, the gradient? Gradient m is 3 over 2. That's our gradient. We are done with part A of the question that says find the gradient of this line. So the gradient is 3 over 2. But we are being told now another line AB passes through the point A 1 5. we are being told to get the equation of line AB, which is parallel to this one. Are we together? We say that line AB is parallel to the first line, right?
Yeah.
So, you remember that I said gradients of a parallel lines are equal, right? So simply M1 equals to M2, right? So M1 is what? The gradient of M1 is 3 all over 2. So automatically the gradient of the other line will also be 3 all over 2. So we have found our gradient of the parallel line 3 all over 2. But they want the equation. So can we get the equation? Having a gradient at one point, we can get by saying what?
What? The
Change in y, that will be, I'll take xy and then I'll say y minus 5 over x minus 1 equals to 3 all over 2. Cross multiply 2 into bracket y minus 5 equals to 3 into bracket x minus 1. 2 times y is what? 2y minus 10 equals to 3x minus 3, right?
Yeah.
Collecting like terms together, they said in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Okay? So if it was in the form of a double intercept, the one that we did, we could have just taken 3x to the other side. So that we can have 3x plus 2y and then 10 to take to the other side, right? And then we'll have 10 minus 3, that will be 7. And then divide by 7, right? But they said in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So taking x to the other side will be, taking 10 to the other side, right? Yeah, minus 10, it should be a plus 10, right?
Yeah.
So 2y equals to 3x plus 7, good. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So that we can have y equals to 3 all over 2x plus 7 all over 2. That is the equation of the parallel line. Has it been understood? The main thing is parallel line do have equal gradient. Parallel line do have equal gradient. Parallel line do have equal gradient. What is it? Come. Just show you the visibility. Just
3, I know.
So let's check on another one. Ajin umeeleweka sio?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do another one. I look for a question. Yeah, it's here. We are being told find the gradient of a straight line. Find the gradient of a straight line. Find the gradient of a straight line whose equation. Find the gradient of a straight line whose equation is 4y minus 3x equals to 8. And then you are being told part B, another line AB is parallel. Another line AB is parallel to the line in A above. Is parallel to the line in A above and passes through the point A 3 minus 2. Find the equation of line AB in the form y equals to mx plus c in the form y equals to mx plus c. In the form y equals to mx plus c. So I'll repeat the question. Find the gradient of a straight line whose equation is this. Another line AB is parallel to the line in A above and passes through the point A, 3 minus 2. Find the equation of the line AB in the form y equals to mx plus c. Now, maybe I give you the hint. Najib, you already know the hint, right? To get this gradient, we write the equation in the form of y equals to mx plus c. And then, to get the gradient of this line, m1 is equals to m2, right? m1 is equals to m2. And we have 1 point. You remember I taught you on how to get a gradient of 1 point and a gradient of 1 point and
She's not teaching me. They're gonna say. You said not to.
Two.
So to two and
yeah.
she's not teaching me. I can understand.
For 3, did the same. Back the number. Like, they know what they're fitting and what the time.
She keeps saying she's showing me.
Good. I'll say 2 plus 0 plus 3 is what?
Oh, plus. With a plus.
Yeah. 3 and 5. Is 5 is 3, 2, 3. And 5 is not 2. No. 3 divided by 5 will give you a 0.
Is this one right?
The 2 is right, but this one's wrong. Check this one, check this one. So let's do it together. Rob, finished writing question?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's rewrite these things properly. So I'll say, Najib,
Take 3x.
4y is equals to
4y equals to 3x.
3x minus plus 8, right? Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4, right? Y equals to 3 over 4x plus 2. The gradient is what? 3 over 4. So if gradient is 3 over 4, so we know that a parallel line have equals.
Equals m1
Yeah, so m1 multiplied, sorry, m1 equals to
and
m2, right? So our gradient for the second line is
2.
3 over 4 still, right? Which point will they give us?
3 and negative 2.
3 and negative 2 was the point, right? So change in y minus
Y minus
minus 2 over x
X minus 3.
minus 3 equals to 3 all over 4. Cross multiply 4 into bracket y
minus
minus 2 equals to 3 into bracket x minus 3, right? 4y
4y plus
4 plus
8
8 equals to 3x minus 9.
9
4y equals to 3x minus 1, right? Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4, right? So our equation will be y equals to 3 all over 4x minus a quarter, right? Minus a quarter. Najib, it's strong. Yeah. This is where we messed. Is a plus 8. So if it goes to the other side,
Oh,
minus 17. Are you seeing?
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we messed. So we should have 4y equals to 3x minus 17, right? And then we need to divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So that we can have y equals to 3x over
4
minus 17 over 4. Amit? Understood the gradients of a parallel line?
Yeah.
Any question? Let's come to the last part of the topic, and that is the gradients of a perpendicular line. The gradients of a perpendicular line. I hope this one has been understood on how to get the gradient and even the equation, right?